up guy and all that. But it just comes across as really evil. I don't know why. And then we've got insane government spending. So how does this work? Well, the Fed cuts interest rates. That means banks get cheaper money, and that means they get more income. So companies therefore get more money. They're going to buy back their own stocks. And consumers spend more because consumer credit got cheaper. You pay less for your car loans, your credit card loans, and all the stuff you have on hire. Do people still do that? Hire purchase? Or is this like an 80s concept? Let me know if you're American in the comments down below. And all of this flows into the stock market. It's an artificial boost. And on top of that, you also have government spending. The government spends $2 trillion more. What does it spend it on? Well, services and companies and building things and investments and all those dollars flow into practice. You then pay other companies, you pay other companies, you then take those strong. So we have artificial support, the Fed spending, general AI hype, and so the markets rise while the economy is down. So the markets, but there are warning signs. People are ignoring it, but you are smarter than that, so you're starting to understand what's going on. First of all,
Holy moly.
inflation is a hidden tax, right? So if inflation were just 2.9% official government number, then European
Okay, there we go. Make sure everything is right. Right. I wonder why I look so black in this. Holy shit. Okay. Filter.
Will make other things more expensive because these guys are now richer. That is inflation. Asset prices going up, it's our inflation. It's not the price of milk or eggs or any of the nonsense they want you to believe. But even if you remove this 2.9%, myth of inflation, over 10 years, your $100,000 is $25,000 in value, whereas if you invested in assets, you have $47,000 more. So altogether,
Okay. I need to edit this. All right. Let's go ahead. I guess this will do for today. Just to test out things. I don't expect nobody to be in here, but I do want to save this video. So let's go. Go into my studio real quick. Content. Live. Okay. Edit. Title. Copy. Perfect. Restrictions done. So no. Guess we'll put that into. Now we gotta create a new one. Live. and I can do everything else later. Hold on. All right. Let's get everything started here. I'm gonna go through everything after the live is done. This is my first day actually doing this. Just want to make sure we get everything right. Make sure it's actually a little vibe. Let's get some music going though. No. We go get some house music going. All right, here we go. This is cool enough. Good thing. If y'all got anything going, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got any questions, just drop it down in the chat. And I read it and answer it when I can. Other than that, I don't really know what I can do for you. So we got, as you can see, like 8 minutes until market open. Going through that analysis for today, we had a huge spike up yesterday, so we had a very positive day, kind of set and equal to these previous highs here before we went to a lower position. So these lower highs, previous lower highs here kind of came up, equaled out to those. As you can see here, we have a 200 EMA I'm looking to come back and touch into on NASDAQ. That is lining up with the 5-minute bottom of this range in this zone here. I would love to go ahead and come down here, tap that 200 EMA, and then continue up. Once we continue up, I'm definitely expecting us to move very free and liquid through this zone. What I mean by that is it's going to be super fast. So if you don't get the entry, I mean, don't even worry about it. It's not worth taking at that point. As you see here on ES, we're kind of doing the same thing here. Excuse me. Turn this down a little bit. I think it's a little too loud. Like I said, ES, we're kind of doing the same thing. Had a strong move up yesterday, breaking those previous highs here. Creating equal highs in January, the 29th, last trading day. So Friday, we have equal highs here. I'm looking to go ahead and take out this high. Once we take out that high, see here, let's go back. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's going to be all-time highs if we take out that high again. So I'm really looking forward to us going up. Trump already announced the new Fed, Kevin Warnish. He was already a former Fed through early 2000s, like 2010, early 2010. So I don't know the exact year he stopped and got out of the Fed, but he's coming back in. Last time he really wanted to keep rates high during the financial crisis. For my research I was doing, he wasn't a person that caused it, but he was a guy that he contributed to it, put it like that. So, and when the market feel like everything is unpredictable, I expected it to be a sell-off. But obviously, as you can see here, we continue going up because everybody knows for you to be even considered as a nominee on the Fed, you must cut interest rates when you get in there. So everybody is expecting us to cut interest rates again. I am too, but I'm kind of getting tired of these all-time highs. I'm not gonna lie to you, but hey, it is what it is. Can't control the market. You just gotta be with the market. On the Dow, yep, we're breaking. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I would really love to sell it, but I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Let's see here. Y'all not able to see my other screen, but on the Dow right now, our top gainer is 5%, top decliner is 7%. But we do have green on the top decliner, so not everything is red. So I'm not going to take that trade quite yet, especially before market open. We got 4 minutes. S&P is very strong. 15% on SanDisk and 5% on Intel. That's the lowest gainer, one of the lowest top gainers right now in the space. And as well, you got towards the top decliner, Robinhood at 9.6% on a decline, and basically Coinbase on 3.5% decline. So very strong on S&P. Let's go ahead and get our eyes back on that. Yeah, so yeah, it would be perfect if we can break this zone here. If we don't, it's all right. I mean, I would really like to come back down and touch into this 200 EMA to continue up higher. But if we don't get that entry, it will be okay. But we got to be very patient. I'm not trying to get into something early, especially with this big of a gap. I'd rather just be left without the move. Let's go back onto here into our Forex pairs. The only Forex pair I actually thinking about trading today, I think it was GBPUSD, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, Euro. So I'm looking for Euro to go up and at least tap into this 4-hour EMA. In between the 4-hour EMAs, and then we can continue off lower, tapping into these zones here. That will make the most sense to me. If we go ahead and continue down, I mean, hey, it's not a point of taking that right now. All right. Like I was saying, the Euro USD, we have these lows here, but it's not worth taking the trade. It's if we come into the zone, we need to go back up and touch into the lower highs here. My fault, y'all, my fault. Higher lows here, and then we can continue up. Or, I mean, not continue up, continue down. So that's what I'm looking at today. As well, I do have this GBPUSD, but I mean, like, look how fluid this is. Like, we have no confluences. Let me go ahead and get that marked out, actually. Because if we get above this zone here, it's going to be a swift move. Very fast move. So let's go ahead and get that marked out there. Just so we can understand that. 1 minute until market open. Let's be ready. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we are prepared for what's to happen. I know a lot of y'all are probably trading futures now. I still trade Forex. I've been trading Forex. I will never stop trading Forex. I understand it way more right now than these indices. Futures is way better for as an entry, but no way I just did that. Bro, I accidentally just closed out everything, so now I gotta open this all up again. US markets. I'm not going to trade like directly on open just to take a trade. I got to have a confluence or a pivot point to come down and get touched into for me to actually take something. Holy moly. All right, let me just show you all this right now. Market just opened. Top decliners and movers just spiked everywhere. As I said that earlier, we had S&P was very strong. Now we got 28% down to the downside, 17% down on the downside of NASDAQ. We have ES going down, not ES, Dow going down pretty strong. So let's take this very carefully, very patient. Let's get a look at the Russ. We got Russ going up like, okay. I would really love to short that, but I'm not really confident in that for how much it already recovered. Nah, I'm cap. I might take this for. No, I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it. And the only reason I'm not gonna take it is because of the 200 EMA. The 200 EMA is not above this, so it's not really worth taking the shorts right now. As you can see, we're ripping up through that zone. So if I did take a short, I would have been very, very liquidated. Going up, taking out those zones here. Let's get a look at both our Forex pairs that we had a look at earlier today. Let's see here. Coming up into the EMAs here on the 15-minute. Let's go out to the 30-minute. Coming up into those EMAs again. I would love for us to get above this because it's just not worth the risk to reward ratio for me right now. It's just not worth that. I have to put on a high lot size, and I don't want to put on a high lot size, especially if we can get the moving. It's going to be real bad. Let's get a look at gold. Got gold coming into a pivot point. I haven't hit that pivot point yet, so let's get that marked out on here into my trade locker. I was looking for this trade yesterday to come up into the zone, but we never got it. Put that right there. We'll go take out this. And let's see how we react off of that. Let's get a mag readout as well. A little mag 7. One, we got VIX. It's not mag 7, but I'm calling out the VIX. We got 0.7 up on the VIX. Microsoft is negative 0.3. Apple is sitting at basically even. Tesla even as well. Nvidia even as well. Google up 1%. Amazon up 0.6. Meta up 0.4. Palantir is up 10%. And AMD is up 0.7%. So we look like we're having a rotation back up to the upside here. So let's see if we can get into some buys to catch this move. Okay, perfect. We got NASDAQ coming down into the zone that we want to, into our 200 EMAs. If we do break this zone, it's going to be a bit scary. I'll tell you that, because we just have nothing to slow us down here. And if we do break this zone, I doubt it. We're coming down to that 200 EMA, like I said. This is what I've been waiting on. So let's just be patient, be confident, just take it, man. Let's go to NASDAQ on the market movers. We have 16% PayPal's down. On the Thomas Recruiters, 14% down. Yeah, it's not looking good, boys. We got Palantir up 9%, though. That's the top gainer. And AMD is the lowest top gainer, 0.5%, 1.5%, sorry, on a gainer. So, obviously, we got decliners in control for as market movers and stocks. It can definitely switch pretty fast here if we come into a pivot point. Let's go back onto our MAG 7 point. 1.5% down on Microsoft. Sorry, 1.6 down on Microsoft. 0.2 down on Apple. 0.3 up on Tesla. 0.8 down on Nvidia. 0.6 up on Google. 0.7 up on Amazon. 0.2 up on Meta. definitely look like we're rotating over. We're just trying to get that all the jitters out, I guess, in the market. Market just opened, so we got to be very patient, making sure none of my alerts just went off. Is the music too loud? I'll turn it down just a tad bit. Got NASDAQ coming up, just breathing a little bit. Don't be early. Don't FOMO into this. Wait until it actually come down to your spot to take it. If it don't come back into your spot, wait until we break these highs here, and then I'll go into a buy. But other than that, I'm gonna be patient. Wait until we come down, touch into this pivot point, and then take the buys. And as you can see here as well, this pivot point is at the end of the volume profile as well. So we'll take out all these. If it is any buyer's trap, we'll take out those. But if it's as well any sellers coming from into this point into here, they should be taking profit into here, easing the market back up. Should, not always, but should. PayPal's down 17%. Okay, there we go. S&P is looking a little better, 22% up on a company, 4% up, 28% down, and 5% down. So, I mean, we're pretty even. I don't think any of these companies had earnings this morning, though. Yeah, market's just moving. I could wait until we have. Oh no, man. Because I really want to wait until S&T form. For us, we got S&P into a 200 EMA and NASDAQ into a 200 EMA, and that will have me very confident. But I am going to go ahead and take this, and if we do lose, I mean, it ain't going to be much because I'm not risking too much. Okay. Let's go into the 5-minute. Just be ready. Let's go into the VIX, see what the VIX is looking like. We're at 0.1 on the VIX currently right now. We had a big day down on the VIX. I think it was like 5% down. Currently sitting at 18.7. Just tapped into that point.
Order filled.
Just gonna be a little patient here. I'm not gonna talk too much. I don't like how we're reacting here.
Order filled.
Yeah, I don't like how we're reacting there. I don't think it's ready to go back up quite yet. We haven't came down to the zone on S&P 500. So I'm just going to be a little bit more patient. Let it play around a little bit more. I could have took profit there, but I had higher conviction it can go back up into the zone and then probably continue off down. It is what it is, though. Probably could have brought more. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. We're not gonna do that. Everything's looking good on gold. Let's go to S&P. Let's get her readout on here on the Nasdaq. Nasdaq is not easing. I thought it was, but I was about to say it's easing, but it's not. We got 17% down on PayPal, still 11%. Top gainer right now is Palantir at 7%. So be a little bit patient here still. See how Dow is looking. We got Dow is very strong. I will say that. Very, very strong. I think these are all these. Are these? I think these are, yeah, all-time highs are about to be all-time highs. Honestly, again. If it would want to pivot off of another point here, I believe it would be off of this 5-minute here. Let's go back up into an hour. See, we're tapping into that 200 EMA currently right now. Love to see it. But if we do continue off stronger down to the downside, no bueno, because we will be breaking the 200 EMA. Just be a little bit more patient here. Perfect. Come on. Let's see here. I take my entries a little bit serious. It depends on what I'm on. Futures, I do take my entries a little bit more serious than Forex just because of spread. You don't have no spread on futures. You got spread on Forex, so you'd just be willing to take a little bit more willing of a room on loss games, whatever you want to call it. Cheers, boys. And like I said, if y'all have any questions, drop it down into the chat. I'll answer as soon as possible. Most likely, it will be like within a 5-minute range. I check every once in a while. Let's see here. Okay, now, yeah, I don't like that. That was too fast, too sharp. I don't like that. We're easing on NASDAQ. Yeah, we're very strong down on NASDAQ now. So I'm not taking that. Could have took the sell, but I'm not taking that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We can take this on ES though. If ES want to be very sharp on a decline. Let's see here. Let's make sure. Come on. I'm like, what's going on my chart? So we're still above the 200 EMA, but we're below the 200 EMA on the 5-minute, obviously. It's very clear here. Let's get very clear. Come on. Let's see what we got going.
Order filled.
Terrible entry.
filled.
Terrible entry. Horrible. Oh, right when I get out, of course you want to come back down. Nice. See if we're kind of getting on a rotation. Nope, not at all. Very, very weak on NASDAQ. So as you can see here, we're on a pivot point. That's why we're a little bit stuck right here. But if we break this pivot point, tell you that, sell off, here we come. We're below the 200 EMA. Thinking about selling NASDAQ now. If we can get a retracement back up to here, I'm definitely willing to take shorts on NASDAQ. Don't want to be married into a decision or a bias of buys. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's make sure. Check up on Forex pairs. So perfect. We got USDJPY going down. You got Euro going up. Exactly what I need to be doing, or I need it to be doing. So just be a little bit more patient on those. Let's see what we can get on NASDAQ. We got NASDAQ Palantir is easing off. It's only up 6%. PayPal's still down 18%. Shopify is down 3.8%. And the lowest gainer is 1.5%. So we're still pretty weak. Top gainer, like I said, is Palantir at 6. So we got at least right now we got four or five stocks still beating, or four decliners beating the top gainer. Very weak signal. Starting to shake, gotta breathe. Got gold being a little slow here within the zone. I could take a buy, but it's not really worth it. See what ES is looking like. Got ES shooting up into this zone here, tapping into a 200 EMA. See here. ES a little bit stronger. But we're still pretty, like, we're so weak right now. Oh yeah, let's get it. Look, the VIX is up 0.8% right now. So if we continue going up on the VIX, our shorts is in play for sure if we continue going up on the VIX. The 200 EMA is on the 15-minute pivot point. Another kind of good confirmation here. Let's get into it. How long do I be trading? I trade until market open until like 11, 12 o'clock. Just not to use up all the Wi-Fi and everything like that. Any W trades will be posted on Instagram. Big losses will be, not Instagram, YouTube Shorts. Any big losses as well will be posted. I keep track of my days here, and I do a monthly recap and breakdown at the end of the month. So subscribe to the channel if y'all want to see those. Just being transparent. Been 3 years in the market. 19, been trading since a sophomore. Started out crypto paper trading, moved over to Forex. Now I'm in futures. I haven't even been trading futures for a full year yet, so still getting a little bit used to it. But I mean, it's all the same thing, just different platforms. I do love Tradeovate, just because you're able to group so many different accounts, like 5 accounts and stuff like that. So whatever you make, multiply by 5. That's not the case now. I'm only trading one account, but it's the fact that it is an option. Okay, let's get another readout on the NASDAQ. We got Palantir easing off, 5% only up. Western Digital Corp, 6% up. Palantir still down. Not Palantir. PayPal still down 18%. Top decliner or lowest, or one of the lowest top decliners is 4% down. Y'all think we missed the entry there? I'm like, so small cap should be rotating up for sure. Let's get a look at the heat map on my Russ. Russell is greener than a green apple right now. Holy moly. Okay, let's see if we can get a little retracement and tap into a pivot point here, and then we can continue up higher. But we still haven't broke this zone, so let's keep that in mind. Let's not be too early because it could still flip on us and rotate down. Currently 8:51. Market been open for 20 minutes. Yeah, as you can see here, we came, tapped into that pivot point. Now we're selling off a little bit here. Let's go look. 200 EMA saying that we're still super bullish here. Let's go. VIX is down, or I'm sorry, up basically a whole percent now. So 1% VIX is up. Let's get a look at the NASDAQ. It's coming back up a little bit. Like to see what I'm looking at. The VIX is only up 0.8. Okay, there we go. VIX is moving up and down pretty sharp here. Yeah, we're going from 0.98 to 0.81. So 0.98, 0.81. Up, by the way. Microsoft 1.8% down. Apple 0.2% up. Tesla 0.3% up. Nvidia 1.1% or 1.2% down. Google 0.5% up. Amazon 0.1% up. Meta 0.2% up. Palantir 5.5. And it's really all the important ones. I got some other ones like chip companies, but those really, I believe it drive the market, but it's not confirmed. So I don't want to give y'all anything like off of speculations or anything like that. Basically, so we got news talking about Palantir surging now. So when news come out, I mean, it's kind of over at that point. VIX is fully up a full percentage now. I doubt that it's going to come up and take out yesterday's big decline. Let's see here if we have any pivot points on the VIX that I need to be aware of. We're kind of breaking out of a zone here, but when we get to 19%, it'll be a pivot point. Not 19%, but 19 on the VIX. Okay, let's see here. Did exactly what I thought I was going to do. Come back, tap into that point, continue off on the downside. Very nice. Yeah, Very nice. Continuing to be patient, y'all. I mean, we haven't really got anything pretty crazy to trade off of. You could have took that S&P or ES, retrace into the 5-minute, and continue off on that sell side into this pivot point here. So if you actually took that trade, you're sitting very well here. This is actually probably trade of the day. Because we got NASDAQ going down pretty strong. VIX is up 1.8%. Strong sell-off, strong sell-off. Russ is also starting to rotate. Things are easing on the heat map. You got technology is fully red right now. Technology services is fully red. Let's see here. Commercial services is also red. Consumer services is also red. We got some green on the decliners on the Dow, but the top gainer and decliner is on decline on 5%. So kind of don't want to take a buys off of a pivot point right now. I would like to see that ease off. And then I'll be interested in buys or gainers starting to pick up. Because right now, decliners are still in control here. That's a nice pivot point set up to take, though. It hurts that I missed that. That was such a nice setup. I don't want to FOMO into anything, so let's just be a little bit more patient here. Let's get a look at my Forex pairs. Starting to slow down here. Starting to pick back up. Okay. Definitely moving very little. So coming back into that opening range on Russ. So if we break this zone here, we're definitely going to come all the way down at least into this pivot point here, or here, or here. Remember, the goal for the day is just a band. Placed directly on a pivot point on the Dow, by the way. Or did we? Kind of. I'm expecting the Dow to continue off lower. A lot of rotations on gold. Let's get that marked out in the box. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. Exactly what I was looking for, but should have been more. That hurts. That hurts. That sell-off would have been so nice. That would have been so nice. Got the Dow easing off still. The top gainer right now is 3.1%. Top decliner is still 5.5%. PayPal still down 18%. Palantir up 5.3%. So we're easing off of Palantir, and that's the top gainer. Now it's 5.2%. We got S&P, Davida, whatever that is, 23% up, and another company is down 22%, but PayPal is still down 18%, like I said. So the decliners is very strong right now on the S&P. But if you know that, why haven't you taken the trade? Yeah, I'm gonna get a break of that, and I would love for us to at least get another retrace. Give me another retrace. I know you don't like retrace, but give me it. VIX is up 2.7%. VIX is up now, coming into that 19 pivot point, like I was telling you about, is up 18.9. So coming into that 19 range, like I was saying. Let's see how it reacts here. Because my soul is crushed. Like, it's crushed right now. I'm hurt. Worst feeling, calling out a trade, but still miss it, man. All right, let's see here. Honestly, I can see us taking out all of this as well. Yeah, NASDAQ is getting fucked. Okay. The Dow was easing off pretty strong here. The top gainer right now is 2.9%, basically 3%. And the top decliner is 5.6%. The next one after that is 4%. Next one after that is 2%. So top two decliners is very strong on the sell side compared to all the other ones, especially the gainers. Keep that in the back of our mind. Let's see how we're doing here. On gold, we got gold. If we come back down into this pivot point here, I may take a buy. $10.04. All the manipulation is out the way. Started to get a little bit more aggressive. What is the Rust doing, man? Communication services is extremely red. Technology services is extremely red. Energy technology mix, but we got a 14% decliner, beating out everything on the electric technology. Like I said, we touched into this pivot point here. Okay, starting to ease a little bit back up. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right. Lock in. VIX is coming back down 2.3%. So we're easing back down. NASDAQ still getting raped. Oh, I can't say that one here. I cannot say that. Yeah. S&P, man, is trying. This Davita company is holding it up strong. It's not even funny. Because other than that, the lowest top decliner is at 6.6%, and the second top gainer is at literally 7.1%. So that just shows to you, like, you got one company trying to hold us up, but it's not going to be able to hold that forever. I'll tell you that. No way. Another missed entry. I'm doing too much yapping.
Order filled. Order filled.
Bro, I'm getting the worst entries known to man. Holy. All right, this is actually getting embarrassing. So we're below the 200 EMA. Sitting right at the 200 EMA on the hour. We're so strong on the downside on S&P. Make sure I'm ready for this. I'm expecting gold to have a sell-off. Break out of this zone, trap some buyers, and then sell off. Welcome to trading. That's so embarrassing. That happened twice. Let's focus in on gold on it. Now I will say this: if we do break out of this zone here, it's going to be strong to the downside. Strong. Pretty quick rejection back up though. Yeah, and we got middle of the 4-hour EMAs down there as well. Oh, come on. What are you doing? The decliners is so strong. What is holding it up? I would add, but I don't like how it's spiking up and then come back down, spiking up and then come back down. It's trying to trap somebody, and I hope it don't trap sellers. Holy moly. There's no way.
Order filled. Order filled.
Holy moly, this is bad. You know it's bad when I'm over here chilling on the 1 minute chart. Like, what am I doing? I'm just gonna sell 1 mini at a time.
Order filled.
Average myself into it.
Order filled.
This the Vita company is holding the ES up so strong. Get me off the 5 minute. I mean, off the 1 minute. Yeah, I'm not adding no more into this. The VIX is up 2.3% right now. Come on. I'm actually getting fried. No way. I keep selling the bottom, bro. It's not even funny.
Order filled.
Once again, man, once again. Oh my goodness, this is bad. This is so bad. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say, dude. Like, just waiting till GBP USD come back down to my zone here. Oh my god. This was it would have at least made me at least 200-300. No way, bro. Like, I gotta. Oh my god. Like, everything is negative too, by the way. NASDAQ could have completed its rotation, but hey, who knows?
I would say it's like having another producer in the room that does exactly what you said. This is co-producer. That's
Yeah,
My fault, child. Today is on me, man. Today is on me. We had opportunities, plenty of opportunities. I gotta get my mental right.
more expression musically. So when it just speaks about it like that, other things, poets and others, but it's a big question, man. Like, it's in everything. Like, people are like, in always like just making the best music possible. For us, obviously, it's not even like we write a list of like the kind of music.
VIX is up
It's just something that we like.
2.1% now.
But as far as working,
Coming down a little bit. We tapped into that 19. Coming back down now. So we could have a rotation back up to the upside. Possibly. Possibly. Let's make sure I said that very, very clearly. Possibly. And the 200 EMA is above, like we're above the 200 EMA on gold as well. But we're below it on the hour. Yeah. Let's go wait for the shorts on gold.
We're gonna stuff 120 grand inside this crucible, and we're gonna pour out 150. Of course, it's not $150,000 of melted money that's coming into this brick right here. This is gold scraps from production. This is another bar that we're melting down from all of our production. Sometimes we throw in a play button from YouTube. Once you throw something in there, you're not getting it out. We don't need it out. We make sure it's all melted down, and then we make a casting and we make a bar. This bar came out to 4,800 penny weight, which is 7.5 kilograms of 51% pure gold. That's why we're drilling it to test that 51%. And then we stash it. This is the vault where we're gonna have the stashes, and you can have it. You just gotta guess the combinations of these two locks. Now I might give you the top lock. The combination
What kind of business do you have?
Jewelry business.
As I understand it, you're pretty successful.
I'm not bad, I'm doing okay.
Because I read some press about the people who buy your jewelry, and you got some big names there.
Yeah, we work hard and we're on a business, and when I get a chance to work with somebody, I will.
So why did you not pay him the remaining $1,650?
Because I don't have an application.
Can you tell me what's going on?
Last year, I had rock bottom, was no longer employed at the company that I was working with. The defendant offered me housing and a situation where I would work on a big project for him for $10,000.
What is left for the application?
The application is actually done. If he wants to use the app, it's up to him.
I don't know how to launch an app. I don't even know what it does. All I wanted for him was to get out of my home and have the money.
That's very nice, but you can't pretend that you don't have an agreement with him. I'm a contracts person. Let me tell you what the contract was on the rent. Bupkis. If you tell somebody, if you do this, I'll pay you, you gotta pay them. And I am ordering you to pay the remaining $1,650. That's my verdict. Good luck, folks. What kind of business?
I'm partnering with TurboTax.
Ray Lewis, I felt like he used to always. So look, bro. First, I want to say thank you to my squad, to all of y'all, bro. I seen the DMs, I tried to reply to as many as I can. This is my first video in 2026, and most of y'all know my sister passed in November of last year, right? So, this wasn't my intentions to go MIA. I told myself, look, February, no matter what you're going through, bro, you finna get it. You know what I'm saying? But January 3rd was her birthday, squad. On January 3rd, of course, we celebrated her birthday, even though she wasn't here, but let me take it back. When my mama passed, if y'all remember, I didn't get on YouTube for almost 2 months. Almost 2 months. I couldn't make no videos, squad. I just couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So, when my sister passed, it was kind of weird to me for the simple fact that I was still able to work. I was still able to function. And come January 3rd, her birthday, I think it finally hit me like it hit my mama. And I wasn't able to do nothing, squad. I'd get on the internet. Literally, not the internet, but I'd get on my reaction video, bro. And I'll try to do my thing on the reaction. And I promise y'all, my mind would just fade, just go elsewhere. Not even interested in the video no more. But Twitch, I love y'all so much, squad. I've been live on Twitch for 30 days and that got me through it. I promise y'all, Twitch ain't nothing like a pre-recorded video. Mind you, YouTube is my love, my life. But when I got on Twitch, I get to interact with y'all in real time.
All right. You're not even focused? Okay, bud. Can't argue with that. I'm not. I'm done with the indices, man. I'm just gonna focus in on gold. No, I'm not. We're already up 6%. Fuck. I didn't even know it was up that much on gold today. But hey, we up that much. At the same time, we got to come back down. So just gonna wait for this to get taken out, hit this zone or pivot point here. And hopefully, see if we can flip back off on the downside. Because absolutely terrible.
You guys, we don't see cyclones hardly ever, even in stock configuration, let alone like this. This is the most insane setup in this industry I've ever seen. As you can see, it is not stock by any means. This is a true cyclone. So if you know what that means it's all-wheel drive. You can't see the little there, but it's all-wheel drive. So with that, being that that's the case, there's no way to spin them. So they did a cantilever front suspension setup. As you can see, there's a cage. It's all chromoly in here. It's all tube front chassis. And instead of it being the 4.3, it is now a 5.2 Voodoo motor, not even a Coyote, a Voodoo motor. It is twin turbos. As you can see on either side of the motor. Alloy work, shout out my boy Chud with that cool billet intake. This thing is super freaking cool. Sitting down low. The exhaust is coming out right behind the front wheels. As you can see, it's got Mickey Thompson slicks on nice radials. Full cage. It's not finished. But damn, this thing's gonna be a problem when it's done. I tell you what, she's got the carbon fiber bed cover on the back, trying to keep weight low. But I think the coolest part about this build is the fact that it's a real cyclone.
Wall Street and a career advisor. 600 wages back.
Yeah, I ain't gonna bore y'all. Cause I'm just about to sit here and chill. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I don't got really nothing to talk about right now. My fault. Keeping in the buck, I had plenty of opportunities to get this sell off right. Like if I was able to call me a school threat, I don't care, bro. This pissed me off.